Good day, everybody. I'm Shmi, and today I'm back to talk about League starters, and everything I'm going to say today applies both to Standard and Ruthless Necropolis League. You see, I've been getting some questions on some of my older build videos regarding whether they'd still be a good League starter here, and in general I'm seeing a lot of confusion regarding what's going to make a good League starter at launch in just a few days. Awesome. And I'm here to give you some advice, as well as to show you my plan for League start Necropolis. There's only one build that I'm going to specifically warn players against, and that's Tornado Shot. If you haven't heard, Tornado... I actually feel kind of bad. It's getting absolutely gutted. The skill's getting directly nerfed, 20% less attack speed. The skill quality is getting nerfed so that it doesn't give an extra secondary projectile. But it gets even worse because they're also nerfing Sniper's Mark. Instead of the number of splits scaling up to 4 with gem level, now it's just 2 at all gem levels. Rip in pepperonis. Tornado Shot is just donezo. I've also heard a lot of other people hyping up the new Archmage gem, but I honestly think they're overestimating it. You used to get added spell damage based off the spell's mana cost when you used Archmage, but now it's based off of your total mana pool. Mana Stacker Archmage did get better in that way, but it's also losing something very important. You can't support brand skills with Archmage anymore, orb skills either, and all the times that I've been playing with Archmage, you need some kind of Archmage duration combo, like Archmage Stormbrand or Archmage Penance Brand. So Mana Stacker Archmage, it will be pretty good, but it's basically restricted to Ball Lightning Orb of Storm's Galvanic Field. And while I think that exact skill combo is going to be a whole lot better than it used to be, I think it's only going to be slightly better than Archmage builds used to be. If anyone's watching this video from the future, if I'm just dead wrong and Necropolis turned out to be Archmage League, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to have much of an impact on the meta. In fact, if you're asking what skill gem is going to have the biggest impact on the meta, I think you're asking the wrong question. Necropolis League is all about gear crafting. It's going to be relatively easy to get very powerful gear in every single item slot. With some work in the Necropolis mechanic, that item quality is going to scale into the sky. In Necropolis, you can League start virtually anything because any build can be good with great gear. The right question is, how do you adapt your League starter to be as gear greedy as possible? So let me show you my plan. I'm going to be starting Ruthless, and I want to keep it simple this league, so I'm going to be starting as an Explosive Trap Saboteur. Do remember that this is just a plan. Typically, I don't like to post my builds until I've tested them, so it makes me a little self-conscious. And I can also guarantee that I'm going to be making at least some changes as I play. But if you are interested in following along, here's my plan. I have some POB links down in the description. The build itself is pretty straightforward. For the Ascendancies, I'm going to be using Chain Reaction first and then Pyromaniac. Then I'm going to get Explosives Expert. Those are the ones that I know of. The last one I'm not quite sure. If I have to go more defense, I can get Born in the Shadows, or I can continue to push offense and get Bomb Specialist. I'll have to play and get there to see exactly how it works, how it plays, and what I need. But there are two big ways that I'm being greedy with this build. First, as you can see, the pathing is just hilarious. I'm cutting all the way across the tree from the shadow area down across Scion to get Magebane, Unwavering Stance, and Iron Reflexes. The stun immunity is going to help a lot against desync, which is great for me because I have questionable internet. And then that whole stretch allows me to unlock a total of 6 jewel sockets with a couple more nearby if I want to stretch. I also pick up enough strength that I can use Decoy Totem with no problem, so that's nice. I won't have to worry about prerequisites. And then the second way that I'm being greedy is that I'm skimping hard on pretty much everything. I don't get a lot of life or resistance. I'm a ways from the spell suppression cap. I'm only getting a modest amount of damage too, but I'm going hard on all the mechanics. I'm swapping from evasion to armor with stun immunity and intelligence scaling and poison immunity. I'm getting both power and frenzy charges naturally from the build, which might free up a gem socket on my 6 link, and I have a natural 18% chance for my traps to double detonate, and I, as a saboteur, am naturally taking prismatic skin. My entire build is light on all of the stats that you can replace easily on your gear in order to unlock stuff that's harder to get. Under most circumstances, I'm not playing this build. You'd have to find a full set of high-quality Dex Int gear. You need at least 1, probably 2 really good quality resistance rings, and you're going to need at least 1, probably 2 wands that have a ton of spell damage on them. In other leagues, that's a tough ask, but in Necropolis League, you can just click a button. My advice to all of you is this. When you're choosing your Necropolis League starter, play whatever you want and be as greedy as possible. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care, Exiles.